My bad, guys. Is this a lip reading channel? Bro, you gotta subscribe just because of that. That was a good joke. I like that. Or is this a lip reading? Half the time my fingers are so big, I hit the mute all the time. And it's always when I come out with something right philosophical or something very educational, and then no one fucking hears me and I don't want to repeat myself. Anyway. I appreciate you guys. So these were burnt in a garage fire, but they were stacked. So only the edge out here got messed up. None of this stuff was subjugated to the heat. So, but anyway, this is how I cut my starters. My starters, instead of cutting them individually by hand, 100 and whatever, 50 times, I just make 3 or 4 cuts and I'm done. Goes a lot easier and the cuts are way nicer. Look at that cut and tell me which one's factory. Nice and straight. So, right, beautiful. Oh, that one's the one I had to cut. That top one was the one I had to cut by hand at the end, because what happens is the 7 1/4 blade won't go through a full bundle of shingles. 3-tab nor IKO. I know in the IKO brand, it might go through other brands, but it doesn't go through an IKO full bundle. It only goes down, it barely touches the second to the last piece, and then you have to carve out basically the whole last piece. So, but right now, we're just gonna pop this off real quick. We're gonna get all this tar out of here. Now I've already done this with one. So I've already done this with one roof. I should have cleaned it out before I did this roof, because now she's really hemmed up in there. But basically, you see, you just use a junk blade. It doesn't have to be a good blade. Saves you a lot of time though, guys. I've already picked out at least this much out of this saw. So that was all behind the blade, and I picked that same amount out in front of the blade. Right in the trash can. Then you just pop it back on. Like I said, that was from 2 different roofs. I forgot to switch it out on this roof. Or I forgot to clean it when I got here. And then if you have any extras, right? If you have any extra bookings, you can use the extra book ends on the opposite side of your roof to finish it off. But you got to start a staggered pattern, like a pyramid that goes, just like the pyramids of Egypt. It's got to be staggered so that the water doesn't have a straight line to shoot down into. Okay, we're in. Always put your chuck back. Always remember your chuck. Got to go back. Okay, now, this is all gummed up to about here. I had another one that was barely touched. I should have used that one for my full, but I didn't. I forgot. Well, I thought this one was good, but I just assumed I should have looked. Basically, the last one I cut should have been my fulls, because it was only just a tiny bit touched. But this one's pulled in pretty heavy. he's getting pretty tired. So you see, it goes down to them last two pieces. And then that last, the second to the last is halfway cut, and the last one down there isn't barely touched at all. It may go through on the ends just because of the angle of the saw, but generally the last one down isn't touched at all. This is my cutting board for my end cuts on the roof. Some people use scissors or, you know, whatever. I just cut them on a cutting board. I bring up my speed square. I get an actual, I notch it, bring it over to my cutting board, cut it straight, put it down. No tape measure, just boom, boom, done. And that allows, this is soft enough, it allows that knife to get down in there and just peel right through it. It actually works really nice. It's an old garage door panel. So now we've got our fulls. We can start making books. So I'll take my other, here, let's zoom you guys out. Whoops, out. All right. What's up, DJ John? John, what's your last name, brother? I know, it's been a whole hour. I've been muted. So I basically just reiterated what happened. We had a garage fire. There was 3 bundles that got hurt. I'm using them to make starters with. Hipgrave, I think you've told me that before. Okay, well, let's bring you guys out front. I think that'd be better. Unless, no, I'll do, yeah, I have to have a book circle here. Okay, well, I gotta keep you on a charger so that you can stay with me all day. So basically, gotta find a good spot for you so you can see everything. Just like that, okay. So now, oh my God. Phew. See? I almost just muted you again. All right, sorry about that. Hey guys, do me a favor. Share this live to one of your X or Instagrams. Maybe we can get some more people in here. Remember to hit that like button if you've gotten anything out of this channel, please. I'm gonna be here all day long, guys, so don't go anywhere. We've got a lot of fun stuff to do today. Okay. So those are my books. All right. No, I need to go on the inside. Like this. Something like that. Cool. All right. Now we're rolling. Okay. So these over here, these actually got to go up. They're my starters, and what aren't going to end up being starters will end up being caps, and I can just cut them up there with my book end, with my end cutting board. So these are all 3 tabs. I'm just going to bring them up because I need them for starters. Get them out of the way because I also need this platform to make books on. So these are starters and caps, and I'll show you guys all of that. Fucking horsefly. Horsefly's trying to get me. Ah. Oh. Yeah, baby. We got Odin. He's just chilling, hanging out. Hey, DJ John. DJ John, this is my football. This is my football, brother. You want to play? Tom Brady. Just playing, guys. That would be cool. Yeah, I got to do all that, you see? I need someone to educate me on the mic thing. How can I mic in live? How can I get like a drone to just float over my head and stuff and take really cool photos? Or I keep this on the site to keep camaraderie up, you know? If we're all chilling out or waiting for someone or having a quick lunch, we want to just toss the ball. Maybe if we go to the lake or the river to cool down real quick, throw the ball in the lake, calm down, and it just kind of gels everybody's spirits together, you know? Whew. Crazy as a mofo, right? Hey, deflate gate. Oh boy, deflate gate. Oh, didn't pop it, pop, pop. Hey, DJ John. John Hipgrave. What do you think of Iran? What do you think of them crazy little bastards? They dumped 14 of them bastards on them. Woo! Totally annihilation. Total annihilation. Damn, bro. They ain't playing. They quit school because of recess. They quit school because of recess. That's the thing. That's the thing. They were trying to bully the bully. You're going to keep bullying someone that can bully anyone? Why would they do that? Chaos and confusion. That's why they want to do it. But I'll tell you what, I don't know if the Ayatollah wants to do a regime change, what the hell it is, but they got to stop saying death to America while they shoot missiles into Jewish areas and into our bases and putting $1,000 a head on killing our soldiers when we were over there. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's crazy as hell. You know, what do they care about us so bad for? Why? Because they're stuck in this big bowl of a mountain valley? They think that they're untouchable? Come on, man. They sit in their little valley and say, oh, we do whatever we want. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Shooting at our boats, bro. Shooting missiles at our boats near the Suez Canal. Like, they're literally shooting at aircraft carriers, bro. Yeah, that was Hezbollah, whatever, but still, you know, that's their proxy. That's who funds, Iran funds Hezbollah, man. So they just all got eliminated. It sucks to see people die. That's the bad thing. However, these guys are ruthless and they just want to kill all because of religion. It's horrible. All because some book. You know, I understand. I believe powerfully in my God. But my God doesn't make me kill people. And my God doesn't tell me it's okay to marry 6-year-olds and make them pregnant. Quantum, what's up? Did I get shadow banned? Don't shadow ban me, Quantum, please. I'll stop talking about it, all right? It's a truce. I won't talk about Iran again. Your quantum reality is my quantum reality, and I believe that you're my shadow banner. What do you say about that? Please don't, brother. We've had really good talks. We really have. And I work hard, and I just, you know, I want to get my actual message out, and that's doing this roofing and building houses. So thank you for your warning, and I appreciate it. If you want to hit the like button, that'd be great. If you want to subscribe, I won't bother you. All I do is live and do this stuff. But me and John are good friends. We talk a lot. Your retracted message? It won't let me see it. Did you text me? How do I read that, bro? Appreciate you guys. Telling you what, you guys actually give me a lot of motivation to keep going hard, like hard, working deep, right? Work until sun goes down 7 days a week. I take breaks though. 7 days a week, you gotta be a little bit chill about it. You can't just go all day long, especially me. I have 70 extra pounds of water in fat cells that I usually don't. And if I didn't, I'd be way more energetic and I wouldn't be in so much pain, but I keep drinking that stupid Red Bull. So I've only had 2 Red Bulls today, and I'm gonna try to not drink any at all for the rest of the day. I'm gonna try to sweat out this fat and piss it out. When you work hard and you drink water, you piss that really deep orange. That dark orange is all your fat cells going. So, guys, remember, work hard. John, I don't know what message, bro. I gotta get back to work though. Text me, John. Text me. Right there. Yeah. Yes, I am. Guys, this is my cousin, Brian. He's actually the guy he's telling me to get the fuck back to work is what he's saying. No, I just had to take a quick smoke break. I got all the shingles on the roof. Brian, check this out, man. Hold on. Brian, don't go anywhere. Give me a second, Brian. Give me a second. Don't go anywhere. What am I doing? Why don't I just take the phone? Oh, yeah, I got a guy coming right now. We're going to put... I'll at least have this done today. At least. Look at that, Bri. All the drip edge put on first. All overlapping perfectly away from the driveway. Then we put ice and water down. And then I heavily, because these were going to be wicked heavy at the top. So I gave them like a foot overlap on each one. So there's a lot of overlap going. Every seam overlap is a foot, which is great. And then this top ended up being a canopy wrap, which was fucking awesome. And if there isn't a gable end vent on the back, I'll cut a slit in it, but so that it vents the heat, but because you got to get that moisture out of there. But yeah, we're ready to roll, dude. I've already cut my books, so now I just got to put them together. Then I'm gonna come up and just start running it. I got three roofing guns, one for a backup. I got my compressor, 2 hoses. I got a guy coming, he's gonna help me run this shit. And he's gonna be here in about an hour. Well, you know him, Bri, Walter Flanders. Yeah, Walt Flanders is coming down. He's gonna come help me. He's gonna finish out my ends. Well, he's gonna finish my ends for me. Hell yeah, so I'm trying to get prepared for him. He said he'll be here in about an hour. I had a late wake up. Thank you, bro. Here, get a screenshot of this, Bri. Hey, I'm gonna leave it here for like a few seconds, okay? Get a screenshot of this, brother. Ah, yeah. I know it. I know it. We took this job on in seconds. There was no break in time. He said, I have a job for you. And I said, okay. And I was supposed to be 3 hours away right now working on a wharf, cutting a wharf out and we're going to cut that wharf into pieces and drag it to the other side of the bay. And an excavator will grab it and put it in a dump truck. But we built a wharf on top of a wharf. We used it as its own staging. And now they're cutting it away right now today. But that's 3 hours away in South Addison. So right now I'm down here doing this. And Brian, the owner's mother, the person who's buying this place, their mother ended up giving me another job. Good eye, Bri, good eye. Thank you. I'm glad you got that pic. All right, I'm gonna wire this back up. And yeah, you're right. I do need a mic. I need a mic. I need to clip a mic on me. That way you guys can at least hear me no matter what. Yes, sir. Oh, fuck yeah, man. I'm so glad you got on there, Bri. That's awesome. It's so cool. Okay. I'm just going to make sure we're charging, okay? And then we're going to go do it. God bless you, Brian. God bless you all. May God be with everybody. Godspeed. With love. Good Odin in there, too. All right. Oh, come on. No? Hydrogen! H2O, H2O, H2O. Woo! Voila. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. baby. What a fool, ha ha ha. He didn't lay that down right. So you don't want the tar to stick. So you've got tar and you got a plastic strip that stops the tar from sticking. So I even offset the thickness because there's double thick here and thin here. So if it's got that one there, I'll put the back side on the other side, and that stabilizes the stack when you go to actually use it. So as you can see, it's all coming together now, guys. If you've been following me the last hour, I've been cutting books. I've been cutting halves, 3/4, quarter, and then I use my full. So I got my full, my 3/4, half, quarter. Boom. Okay? Now, with my full, you see this tar is exposed? I'll make sure that my finished edge is away from this tar. So this is going to go upside down, but if this hits the tar, it's just hitting the top portion. It won't mess with my actual formal finish. Okay? And then, so I got a full, then I've got to offset. I got to put the plastic on that one's tar, because that tar at the bottom lip helps the shingle stay down. Now I need a half. I'm going to offset. I'm going to put this over there. The reason I do that also, it keeps the tar formal. So I don't have tar here and there, right? Then a quarter. Okay? So I just keep going like that. So I got my formal side on my plastic strip, not my tar. Upside down. Just like that. So you mate them. And you want to stack them nice and tight. You want to keep all the ends on one end so that you can grab it all at once. See that quarter, that was on top. That's messed up. It's got to go. Never want to lose your integrity. Never want to lose your integrity. Ever. So never lose your integrity. How do we do that? We love ourselves, we love our God, we love our family, we love our discipline, our job, okay? We work hard and we be good people. So let's repeat that. I will love myself. I will love my God. I will love my family. I will love my job. And I will work hard and I will be a good person. If you can repeat that and do that every day, your life will become much easier. Those are smoked. Those must have been on top. So I need a three-quarter. Now I'm probably going to do this twice. I'll probably have to cut a whole nother group of shingles. But I'll only do it, I'll do like a half a bundle. And all I do there is just set my blade at a different depth. See what I'm saying? You just set your blade at a different depth. What is that? I will love myself. I will love God. I will love my family. I will love my job. I will work hard, and I will be a good person. Simple. But the execution sometimes, it gets tricky every now and then, but you got to just stick to it, and you got to believe in it. You know, you got to believe in it. Fix your thoughts on what is true, honest, right, pure, lovely, admirable. Think about things that are excellent and worthy of praise. Right out of the Bible, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Philippians 4:8. So basically, it's just saying think positive, but also true, honest, right, pure, lovely, and admirable. Sometimes those can get tricky, I'd imagine. But the point is to stick with it. That's the whole point, is to stick with it and never stop. So my biggest thing, the coolest thing that happened to me was when I realized that phone in my hand was the smartest thing in the whole world. Not me, but that phone. And I could connect to anything at any time, no matter what. And it was only going to get better over time through applications, etc. So I knew I could run my business off that phone. And once I realized that, and I realized I didn't need a business degree and an economics degree and an accounting degree to run a business. I always thought that you needed a license to run a business. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? But once I learned that all you need is the know-how, the tools, the material, and the demand. You need the people that want you to do it, to run a business. That's how you work. So once I learned that, I knew my value already. I had been taught my value as a little child. I worked very hard for nothing, all because I wanted to work and be with my dad and make sure my dad could come home earlier every night and have dinner with us, right? So I spent my summers and my afternoons after school working on the farm. Cleaning stalls, giving the cows hay, spreading lime and sawdust in their stalls, milking them, corralling them, bringing them to the parlor, cleaning the parlor out, switching out the suctions tubes, and making sure that everything got, the fences were locked and chained up tight, stuff like that. I got to run a skid steer and a gator when I was 7, 8 years old. It was just awesome. But anyway, it was hard work, a lot of hard work, and the only time I ever got paid was when I was throwing tires over the bunker to stop the feed from, the feed would ferment and cook, and it would do something for the cow's belly, so they let it bake inside of the cement bunker over black tarps, and or black plastic, and we had to throw tires over that to keep it all down. And they would throw me $3 or $4 for doing it, which was really cool. And I always went and I got $100 grand candy bar, and I loved that. I want $100 grand, or I got a payday candy bar. I loved payday candy bars and $100 grand candy bars. Those were my favorite as a kid, because it reminded me of my value, and I'm not joking. So I took that and I realized, okay, well, if my value is more than I'm receiving right now for my then I have to change it. I'm gonna have to, maybe start my own business and make what I feel is my value. Right. Well, this is just the labor side of things, guys. This is just working hard. If you're gonna sell your body essentially, you're selling your body in a way. It is. Basic prostitution. But when you own a business, you end up receiving a little bit more residuals in a way. Plus, you can at least ask for your value. So your worth and your value are two different things. What you're worth, in my mind, is what I get paid, what I'm paid by my boss. That's what I'm worth. That's what I got paid for, right? My value that I bring to the company may be way different. You got a guy that's throwing 50 bales of hay an hour rather than a guy that's throwing 25. Well, that other guy's way more valuable than me. So you can either stay with your boss, and if he's gonna, or he or she, if they'll pay you more later on, you show them your value and then they pay you what you're worth, your value. Okay. Or you can figure out a way to do it yourself. And I will tell you this. One, that God has a way to make sure you always have work. As long as you want to work, there's always going to be work. Closed mouths don't get fed though. You got to let people know when you're out of work. If you're out of work. Generally, word of mouth will travel and you'll have way too much work to even, you'll be begging to just take a vacation. So, taking the leap is scary though, okay? But God, these people. Yes. Well, God bless you. I'm glad you got your own roof going. Oh, I thought you was like a bot, Quantum. I thought you was a shadow band bot. I didn't know, because me and you have had pretty good conversations. Just like me and DJ John, too. But anyway, I hope that I can affect just even one person's life. I'm trying to lose weight myself, so you guys motivate me too. Remember that. I would be in perfect, happy harmony if I was 70 pounds lighter than I am right now. And the reason why I am that big is one, because I laid in bed for 2 years, and two, because I guzzle Red Bull all day long. So now that I've admitted it, now I can work on it, and instead of grabbing a Red Bull out of the fridge, I'll grab a water. If I need a little bit of electrolytes because I'm getting all spin dizzy because my sugars are low, I'll grab a Gatorade. So basically these books right here will end up being, might even be enough, you never know. If I recall, there was 20 courses or 30 courses. It's 13 and a half feet high run, so 5.5, so that double that, so there'd be about 30 courses. Well, 25, about 20, at least 25. So I'll need 25, so I'll need 50 courses. And these end up carrying, so yeah, I'll have 50 courses out of these books because they're 20 a piece. I cut 60. and I doubled them. So I'll have enough for this roof, and I'll take the other ends, the leftovers that I don't need, and I'll bring them off and we'll cut them up and we'll use them on the ends to finish the courses off. I'm thinking that I'm done. I'm gonna have to count and check this out. So I'll need about 50 to 60 courses. So 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. That's 52 right there. That's a good start, I would say. 52, 13 and a half. I'll just go 14. Oh, thank you very much. I left him with tarp over it too. That's very nice, Mom. Thank you. And I love you. And this roof is going great. I'm gonna end up being probably home Wednesday. What's up, Jay Sal's? Thank you. Oh, that sounds damn good to me. Yup. Touch of cranberry juice and lime salt. Fucking, oh man. You know what? I don't drink, but something about roofing makes me just want to have one shot at the end of the day of the purest, most perfect scotch in the world. Okay. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. So I got to do some math real quick. We're going to need 30 courses per side. And I'm at 52 right now, so 2 more books. 2 more books, and then the rest will be end cuts. Okay, that's every course we need for the roof. Fucking horse flies, man. Leave me the fuck alone. Okay. All right. Woo, doggy. Seven. Seven in heaven, baby. Oh, sorry, Papa. That's okay. That's okay. Good boy. Yeah. That's my puppy. That's my puppy. Yes, she's my boy. My good boy, too. Yes. Love ya. All right. C word. C word. You want some salami? Hold on, I got a mosquito on you, Bubba. That mosquito yucca. Whoa, you're shedding, boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Yeah, these are good papa. Good boy. Good boy. Just shedding, Bob. Good boy. Telling you, these hoses, they love to shrink up and up on you. Alright, so now I'm going to feed one hose all the way to the other end. That way we don't get our hoses mixed up. Guys, take a second and just share this to your Instagram or something. Give them the link and maybe they'll come over to this chat. Like your X or Facebook. Maybe they'll come over and hang out with us. Alright, so that's completely independent from this one here. And this one I want so we've got some we can't let it have any of these twists in it because it'll mess everything up.